All right, give me a countdown. And this is your sound check from Highland High School. Lady Indians and Lady Rams coming up in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome here to Highland High School, the old gym here at Highland, as tonight the Lady Indians will take on the Lady Rams. The Highland folks have, instead of going out and playing their games at other schools around the area, they decided this year they were going to move all of their games back on campus, so they'll play all of their games, both the boys and the girls, here in the little gym throughout the year. So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk about tonight's game. We'll do all that as we continue. Tonight's game brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing good deeds daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston!
You understand the importance of maintenance for your car, like a yearly tune-up. So it makes sense to give your body an annual health tune-up too, by scheduling a yearly wellness visit at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston. Our physicians help with preventative care and can spot health issues before they become serious. And there's a good chance your health insurance will cover the cost. Why wait? Schedule your family's wellness visits today.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
When you think of outdoor adventure, you might think of snow machines, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or even cutting wood or taking care of the lawn. No matter what your definition of outdoor adventure is, always remember Ultimate Power Sports. We carry brand names like Polaris, Can-Am, Yamaha, Skidoo, Stihl, and Toro. Offering sales and service, your fun really does begin at Ultimate Power Sports. With multiple in-store financing options, we can help you have outdoor adventures right now. Stop in today, Ultimate Power Sports in Logan and Preston.
And welcome back here to Highland as we get ready for tonight's game as the Lady Indians take on the Lady Rams. For the Indians, trying to bounce back off their first loss of the year, losing at Burley last week on a tough 1-point loss, 51-50, the end of the final score. As they come into tonight's game, they are 2-1. The Highland Lady Rams also come in 2-1 on the year after they lost a game to, who was it? Idaho Falls, I believe it was, that they lost to. So both teams are 2-1 coming in, and both teams will play tonight and then be off until next Tuesday night for the Thanksgiving break. For Preston, 2-1 on the season so far. Pocatello leads the conference so far at 4-0, and Century is 0-4 on the season. This is the Scene Set, brought to you by Ultimate Power Sports. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports on State Street. You'll find them at the north end of the city of Preston. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll visit with the skipper. We'll talk to head coach Penn Huser when we come back right after this timeout on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When you're hungry for a delicious burger, roast beef sandwich, and an ice-cold soda, stop at Papa J's Deli in Clifton, Idaho. You'll get an amazing meal at an affordable price, and you'll enjoy great conversation. Papa J's is famous for the best beef jerky, but you'll also find a delicious menu, a friendly staff, great snacks, and good friends at Papa J's Deli. Stop in today to satisfy your hunger. Papa J's, 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
The pregame coaches show is brought to you by Elisa Benson, North Realty Idaho, and North Realty Utah. And welcome back here to the pregame show as they start up the music, as we'll visit with Ben Huser here before the girls get ready to take on the Highland Lady Rams here at Highland. It's interesting to come here to Highland now. All of a sudden they've moved the games back on campus, and you have to play in what was their old gym from years ago.
Yep, it's good to be at Highland instead of at Century playing, but it is a smaller, more confined gym.
A little smaller work environment, but hopefully the Indians can come away with a victory here this evening. That would help them bounce back from what was a very tough loss at Burley the other night.
It was a tough loss. We knew coming in that Burley was going to be a tough opponent. They get after you defensively. They want to get out in transition. Our girls kept battling, though. That's what I was most impressed with, is we just never gave up. Even being down 9 points in the fourth quarter, to come back and take the lead momentarily, I was really proud of the girls' effort in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it's 4-point difference there in the closing seconds. You hit a 3 to make it a 1-point game. But either way, it's still a difficult pill to swallow.
It is tough. We felt like coming in, it would be a good test for us, and it was. And I felt in a lot of areas we responded. We're still struggling in a few of those areas, like too many turnovers, missing a lot of free throws. We missed a lot of easy shots. Those are things that we hope to iron out as the season goes.
Yeah, I mean, the missing the points in the paint really ended up really costing you the game, because you missed probably 8, 9 inside shots that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, I kept track till about 8 while watching film, and add some free throws that were missed and some timely free throws, and those things kind of cumulatively over the course of the game add up to taking a loss in that situation.
Somebody we haven't mentioned yet this year who had a heck of a game the other night. She led the team in scoring. That was Brightly Harris. Yeah,
Brightly is really our leader at the point guard spot, both offensively and defensively. We rely heavily on her to kind of set the tone defensively, and that usually leads to our transition offense. And we kind of say, as she goes, we go. And then I was also impressed with Addie Romney's performance too. Just a gutty performance, really just kind of carried the team a little bit in the fourth quarter, got us some late points, and that was crucial for us.
So you come in to play the Lady Rams here at Highland. You're both 2-1 coming in. What do you know about the Lady Rams?
Seen a little film on them, and they're long and lean. They like to run too. They like to put pressure on teams. I'm pretty confident that we're going to learn and grow from the Burley game, and I'm expecting us to come out and take care of the basketball tonight and start making some of our shots and our free throws, which I think will be the difference for us.
Hopefully we'll be able to go home with a win and enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday on an up note. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you, Dan. You too. Enjoy your holiday.
Thank you. That's Ben Huser with us here before the Highland game. We'll take a timeout. Back with more right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Make the best deal you can. When it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She is helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
The standout students of Preston High School are brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. And welcome back to another edition of Preston's Standout Students, brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. As we'll visit with two more great students here at Preston High School, as our guests today are Hallie Spackman. She's a freshman. Hallie, thanks for taking a few minutes to join us here today.
Yes, of course.
And we're going to talk also with junior Catherine Mueller, who's with us here today. Catherine, good afternoon or good evening, whatever the case may be, and thanks for joining us.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Let's talk about the way things are going here at freshman. Catherine, we'll start with you being a junior. You've been here for a couple of years now already. How are things going here at Preston?
It's good. I've always loved school ever since I was a freshman. So just another year of loving school, and yeah. Mr.
Zabo told me before I came in to do the interviews that you guys are both 4.0 students, so obviously classes are going very, very well.
Yeah, I love taking pride in my schoolwork. It's fun to learn. I enjoy learning, so it comes easy at 4.0. It's not the hardest thing because I enjoy it, so.
It comes easy at 4.0. Bite your tongue. I struggle for what I got. Let's see. Let's jump over the other side. Hallie Spackman, you're the freshman. So what's it like now coming to Preston? It's a little bit different, I'm guessing.
It's definitely new being in a different school, but once you get the hang of it, like after the first couple of weeks, it comes more naturally, and you can just do easier things as you go on.
It's a new school, but you probably have a lot of the same friends, so you just can lean on the same people.
Yeah, that's true. More like having the same friend group helps support you better.
Anything that's caught your interest so far that you really have liked here through the first couple of months of your freshman year?
I really enjoy the FHP program. I'm really looking forward to doing that next semester.
Got yourself involved in any clubs or athletics or any activities?
I do volleyball. I'm currently doing wrestling, and later in the year I'll be doing track, and that's practically all the clubs and stuff I do.
That keeps you busy, though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Catherine, what about you? What has caught your eye in your 3 years plus now that you've been here?
Yeah, I've been involved in a lot of clubs. I am in Key Club and National Honor Society, which is service clubs. And I recently joined soccer my sophomore year, and I've played that for a couple years now, and I love it. I love our coaches. He's a great coach, Coach Lyon. And then this year I'm actually going to participate in Junior Miss, Distinguished Young Women's, which I'm super excited about. It's a new thing, it's only for junior girls, so I'm excited to be able to participate in that this year.
Interesting. So let's break out the old crystal ball here and look down the road and see what's coming up here in your futures. For Catherine, we'll talk about you're a year and a half away from graduation. Things that have caught your eye that you might be planning on for after Preston, going to school. What you might have in mind for a career coming up.
Yeah, I have thought about it a lot, actually. When I graduate, I hope to serve a mission for my Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that's like a year and a half for girls. And then when I get, hopefully, I don't know if I'll go to college before my mission or if I'll just go on my mission first, and then I'm planning on attending college, though, and before or after.
Any vocation career-wise that might have caught your eye that you're planning on?
I love people, so I want to do something that has to deal with people. I don't necessarily have a specific thing in mind. There are some things that I've thought about just working with kids. Sometimes I've had thoughts of maybe being a school teacher in a way, or just working with people. So I don't really have like a exact thing in mind, but just I know I want to work with people.
Hallie, I know this is really a look down the road for you, being only a freshman. But what do you think might be in your future once your days are done here at Preston?
I've really thought. I have thought about this actually. I have definitely loved helping people, and I. Specifically, with the FHP program, I want to maybe, be a physical therapist or go into sports med or something like that.
That's a lot of the girls that have been, especially that I've talked to, want to be either teachers, and a lot of them want to get into medicine in some sort of another field. But you guys are right in line with what everybody else is wanting to do as well. What does that make you? Does that maybe you can kind of lean on your friends a little bit now to also, help you in a hard time in the FHP program as you try to move forward in that?
I definitely do lean on my friends for help. When I'm struggling with homework, I know I can lean on them because they'll always pick me up where I need help. And same with them, if they ever need help, I am willing to give them that help because they help me so much.
That's awesome. You guys are right on it, and continue best of luck and success in your remaining time here at Preston High School. Hallie Speckman and Catherine Mueller have been our guests here, as they are two more of Preston's outstanding students.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information. 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
And welcome back here to the pregame show as we come to you live from the old gym here at Highland High School as the Lady Indians get ready to face the Lady Rams. Both teams come in 2-1 on the year. There are some other games going on around the area tonight, so let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard as the Lady Pirates from Westside hit the road tonight as they will head to Firth. Pocatello will take on Rigby. It'll be Grace going to Soda Springs. Bonneville's on the road tonight as they go to Shelley. Blackfoot takes on Snake River. Malad and Marsh Valley will meet in Marsh Valley. It'll be American Falls on the road as they go to South Fremont. Ryrie will face Declo. Middleton goes to Twin Falls. Burley's on the road as they go to Valley View. Bora will be at Meridian. Boise takes on Timberline. Rockland will go to Dietrich, and finally West Jefferson's on the road as they'll take on Butte County tonight as well. Just a look at some of the games coming up around the area. And of course here at Highland High School, it's the Lady Indians taking on the Lady Rams from Highland, playing in the old gym for the first time tonight. So we'll get to that coming up in just a little bit. Stay with us, the opening tip, starting lineups, and meet the Lady Indians all on the way on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, wattsmarthomes.com. Offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services. We are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, stop in downtown Preston where you will be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC and Preston High School, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written permission of Old West Media is strictly prohibited. And hi again, everybody. Welcome back here to the old gym here at Highland High School as the Indians get ready to take on the Lady Rams from here at Highland. They put a few extra minutes back up on the clock to give the girls more of a chance to get ready after the girls' game didn't quite go as long as they thought. So they'll have still about 7.5 minutes away from the national anthem. So we'll get a chance to spend a little bit more time here together. And we can talk a little bit more about what's going on with these two teams. For the Lady Indians, they'll be off tonight, or after tonight, until after Thanksgiving. They'll be back on the floor next Tuesday when they go to Minico. We will not have that game for you, as that is the opening night for the boys at home, so we'll have the boys game for you that night. After they go to Minico, they'll play 4 of the next 5 at home against the defending state champions Bear Lake, Hillcrest, Pocatello. Then they'll go on the road on December 17th to Hillcrest, and then January 3rd back at in Preston Gym against Green Canyon, a very tough school from Utah. So those games still coming up on the calendar for the Lady Indians. For the Highland Rams, under the head coach of second-year head coach Brooke Ward. She joined the program last year. She came from Crosstown over at Century High School, and she was 2-20 last year here with the Lady Rams. The Rams return some very impressive talent. Devry Bell, a second-team all-conference player, junior forward Gracie Anderson, and senior guard Daisy Agato, all-conference honorable mentions last year. The one person they will not have with them, however, is their starting point guard from a year ago, Bailey Briscoe, a junior. She was injured during soccer season, had a torn ACL, and she will miss the rest of the season. Other than that, they are a very strong offense, very strong defense, and they come into this game tonight against the Indians with the same record as the Indians at 2-1 overall. The series between these two teams, they've met 9 times over the past several years. The Lady Indians holding a 5-4 advantage. Preston has also won the last 2 meetings between the two teams, and the Indians also started out this series with the Lady Rams by winning 3 of the first 4 games overall in which they had met. So the two teams get ready to square at it here tonight. The road has been fairly nice to the Indians of late, as they dropped their first road game of the year to Burley last week, including tonight. The Lady Indians still have 8 road games remaining this season. Last year, the Lady Indians were 5-6 in games away from Preston Gym. And over the last 5 years, they're 4 games above 500 at 26-30 overall away from Preston Gym. So we'll take another timeout. We'll come back and we'll have a little more here on the pregame show as we continue right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
Make the best deal you can. When it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She is helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
Hi, I am Dr. Chelsea Morrison, the Primary Care Medical Director at Franklin County Medical Center. I'm here to tell you that one of the most important things you should do each year is see your doctor. A yearly checkup is a small way to prevent large health problems from happening. It is also an opportunity to get support for you and your family's health goals. Everyone, young or old, should have an annual wellness check, and chances are your insurance plan will cover it. Call to schedule your annual wellness checkup today.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston proud, Idaho strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
It's time to meet the Preston Lady Indians, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home in Preston.
Ellie Nelson, Senior, Franklin, Idaho.
Ella Marlowe, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
Brightly Harris, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
Adeline Romney, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
Taylor Wakely, Junior, Preston, Idaho.
Macy Knapp, Junior, Preston, Idaho.
Riley Knapp, Junior, Cub River, Idaho.
Dottie Keller, Junior, Riverdale, Idaho.
Carissa Whiteley, Junior, Preston, Idaho. Mackley White, Sophomore, Preston, Idaho.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
And welcome back here to Highland High School as they're introducing the starters out onto the floor as we get ready for this evening's game coming up here just momentarily as they the starters for the two teams. First for the Lady Indians, it'll be Taylor Wakely, Dottie Keller, Addie Romney, Brightly Harris, and Ellie Nelson starting for the Indians. Reese Ward, DeVries Bell, Peyton Piper, Daisy Agato, and Gracie Anderson all starting tonight for the Lady Rams from Pocatello. For the Indians, they will be going from left to right across your radio dial here in the first half here tonight, as the Indians able to control the tap as it comes down to Wakely. Throw it over in the left corner to Keller. Kick it back outside as it was Nelson who had it, then had it knocked away from her as it went out of bounds and it belonged to the Lady Rams. So the Lady Rams with their first possession here of the evening from here at the old gym at Highland as we welcome you in here this evening. Held over on the free throw line, extended right there by Agato. Whip it all the way back around up top as it comes to Anderson. Down low, nice pass as they get it down low to Bell, and she's fouled trying to go up for the layup. As she heads to the line, we'll remind you your starting lineups tonight were brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. So here is the junior, DeVries Bell, to the free throw line, and her first free throw is good for the night. So it is the Rams who break on top here this evening, 1-0. Second one is no good. And it stays 1-0 Highland here, just underway, just 30 seconds into the game. Keller with it, top of the key. She runs into Nelson. We whip it back over onto the right side, down low. Nice move down low. And in for the layup is Addie Romney. And the Indians are on the board and take the lead as it's 2-1. So here comes the Rams again, back up the floor. Ward wants to drive, kick it over in the right corner. Jumper there by Harper is no good. And inside is Keller with the White Wakely, rather with the rebound for the Indians. As driving is Harris, and she turned the ball over. It'll be a turnover against the Lady Indians, and it'll come back up the floor for Highland. We are in a very unadvantageous position to broadcast from tonight, as we're sitting in the stands in the front row down by the left end basket. Shot was no good. Romney with it, takes it back up the floor in a hurry. That's no good. Rebound comes off to the Indians. Romney has it, Lang in the paint, and they're going to call it a held ball. As the held ball will come back to the Rams, and it'll come back up the floor. You remember, because of the fire a couple of years ago, last year they played all their games either at Century or Pocatello. Well, they changed that this year, and they can move back inside here, even though it's in the old gym. Bell has it right in front of the Preston bench. Lob it inside. Good defense by Wakely. However, it's able to be chased down by Anderson right in front of the Preston bench. As she loses it, stripped away as it comes to Taylor Wakely, quickly back up the floor again. Preston leads 2-1, 2 minutes in here to the first quarter. 2-1 Indians on the Flying S Highland Escrow scoreboard. As they bounce it over in the corners, it goes there to Harris. Inside, Keller. That down low, Nelson fouled as she tries to go up. So Ellie will go to the line as she will get her first trip to the free throw line this evening. As Nelson, her first free throw tonight is good. Ellie averaging 6.3 points per game so far here on the year. She had 8 points in the last game against Burley, and she makes both free throws, and Preston now leads 4-1. 5:44 remaining here in the first quarter. First quarter night brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Anderson holds it over on the right side. Back out top, now back to Anderson. Free throw line extended right. She holds it up there. They swing it all the way back around to Ward. Lob down low, and it's too tall on the give and go for Anderson, and it goes out of bounds. So a turnover by the Rams with 5:26. Now they'll put on the full court press as they'll put three people in the backcourt to try to keep Preston from bringing the ball up the floor. As it comes to Wakely, tries to dribble through a crowd. She does. Gets it to Harris up into the front court as they break the press successfully. Harris down low. That's no good. Rebound goes down low there to a Knapp. She can't make the layup. And quickly, here comes Ward again back the other way for the Rams. Back to Bell in front of the Preston bench. Nice pass on the give and go down low to Ward. It spins in the paint. That's no good. Rebound is off again, taken by Romney as she passes it back up into the front court. She gets cut off there by Ward, so she'll bring it back up top. 4-1 Indians here in the early going on the Flying S Highland Escrow scoreboard as it comes to Keller. She goes down the left side, gets cut off as she tries to head to the corner, as again that will be another held ball, and this one will stay with the Indians. Preston averaging 45 points a game through their first three games. The last game where they had 50 exactly on the nose, their highest point total of the year, as the pass deflected on the way in, however, still finds its way to the Indians. Over into the right corner, Romney drives. That is no good. And on the rebound, looks like we'll probably have a knocked out of bounds by the Rams. It'll stay with the Indians. I thought maybe they were going to call Knapp for a pushing foul, but they just said it was out of bounds. So they get it back in. Comes into Knapp. Nice move back to Romney as she comes back in after throwing the inbound pass. And another held ball, the third one here in the first 3.5 minutes of the opening quarter. And again, it'll go back over to Highland again. So 4-1 Indians here in the first. Here comes Bell, gets it up into the front court as it comes off there to Agato. And gets her first touch. The pass from Ward deflected back into the backcourt. They can legally go get it. Now here comes Bell again down the middle. Her pass over into the corners deflected out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Lady Rams. Tonight's game brought to you by Puppy Steps Training, the ultimate puppy board and training experience for anywhere in Utah and in Idaho. For more information, check their website at puppystepstraining.com. They get it in as it comes into the left elbow, and the shot there by Nora Wild just into the game is good. So Wild gets on the score sheet, and it's 4-3. Preston continues to lead by 1. Preston has it back down low. Knapp high off the glass, no good. And a foul down low up against the Indians. Not sure who they called the foul against. They haven't announced it here. They think they said 15, and the Indians don't have a 15. Pass down low, knocked away again by Preston. Picked up by Romney as she pushes it back up into the front court. Romney looking down low. Now wants to cut toward the basket down the right side in the corner to give it off to Wakely. Back outside, Knapp to Lowe to Marlowe. Back out top to Harris again. Back to Wakely, top of the key. Driving down the left side. In the left corner it goes to Marlowe. Down low, get it to Macy Knapp. She doesn't take the shot. She'll give it off to Romney, who drives. That's too strong off the glass. And the rebound again taken down by Homer, who comes back the other way. Gives it to Agato. Pushes it up into the front court. As again, it comes off to Wild. She passes up the shot and gives it back outside. They hold it there. Comes in front of the Preston bench to Haley George. Back out top again to Homer. Again, they'll snap it over onto the right side again. And now down into the right corner as it comes back to Agato with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Good defense by the Indians as they knock the pass away and pick it up. Here comes Wakely again up the floor and a reach in, and it'll be knocked away and stay with Preston. That foul, by the way, who we didn't know who was it against, they finally ended up decided it was Ella Marlowe who committed the foul, number 12 instead of number 15. Here's Brightly Harris coming to the bench as Preston will go to the bench and get Mackley White into the game for the first time. As here comes, they whip it around, comes over to White on the left side, across the top of the key, tries to go up. Looked like she might have been fouled, but there was no whistle on the play, and the shot was no good and comes back off to the Rams, back up into the front court. Down to 2:10 to play here in the first quarter. Low scoring quarter. Preston leads 4-3 on the Flying S Highland Escrow scoreboard as they try to lob it down low to Haley George. It goes over her head and out of bounds, and it's another turnover here against the Rams. So Preston will get it back, and again the full court press put on, a 1-2-2 full court press this time as Romney dribbles it up to the timeline as they try to double team her there, and she's able to get out of that. So Highland will back out of the press. Romney wants to drive, head down the left side, give it to White. 14-footer from straight away, needs a bounce, won't get it. The rebound down low to Knapp. She has it ripped away from her, and here comes Bell the other way for the Rams. Bell terminates the dribble, gives it off, back to Ward. 14-foot jumper, needs a bounce, won't get it. Rebound is off to Junker as she tries to go up and misses it, and then the ball tapped out of bounds. They knock it away from Romney, and it'll stay with the Indians as Lacey Junker was the one who last touched it and out of bounds. Still 4-3 Indians, a minute 32 left here in quarter number one. Carissa Whiteley into the game now here as well for the Indians as they get it into her. She gives it off to Mackley White, back to Whiteley, up into the front court. It comes there to Brightly Harris back onto the floor for Preston. Drives into the right corner, pulls up for a three. Just a little bit too long as that's going to go off of an Indian and out of bounds. So the clock runs down to 1:17 left here in quarter number one. 4-3. Yes, you heard me right. 4-3 left here in the opening quarter. Driving and scoop shot off, and a defensive foul called here against the Indians as somebody threw an elbow on the drive inside, as that's the third team foul against the Indians, and the foul is going to go against Mackley White. That's her first. So they put that on the wrong side. I think it's supposed to be two team fouls apiece. As inside, the pass comes to Bell. She's able to hit the layup, and for the Rams move back out in front. It's now 5-4 as we go under a minute to play here in the quarter. Harris gives it off to Nelson. Turns, looks into the left corner, gives it off there as it goes to Whiteley. Whiteley back to Harris, as again they'll bring it back up to the top of the key once again. White holds it there, back to Whiteley. Try to get it down low, back to Nelson, tries to go up and she's fouled with 35 seconds left in the quarter. So Ellie will go to the free throw line. That's 3 team fouls now for the quarter against the Rams. As the foul goes against Haley George, that'll be her first. And the first free throw by Nelson is good, as she has 3 points here in the game so far, all on free throws tonight. As we're even at 5 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. Next one by Nelson banks in, and Preston has the lead. 6-5 here with 33 seconds to go in the quarter. As Bell gets it back up into the front court. Lobs it inside. The entry pass knocked away by Marlowe. Back to the Indians. Here comes Harris back up the floor. Shot clock is off. White with a 3 from the corner is good. Mackley White gets on the score sheet with a 3, and Preston leads 9-5 now after the 3-pointer. 9 seconds to go, as down low, the shot no good, but the rebound put back up again by Haley George. As it's now 9-7, that's the way the first quarter will end, as the Indians fell behind early, but were able to come back and get back to a 2-point lead. It's 9-7 as we're done with quarter number 1 here tonight. First quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Take a timeout. Back as we'll go to the second right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston in Sports on KACH.
Hi, I am Dr. Chelsea Morrison, the Primary Care Medical Director at Franklin County Medical Center. I'm here to tell you that one of the most important things you should do each year is see your doctor. A yearly checkup is a small way to prevent large health problems from happening. It is also an opportunity to get support for you and your family's health goals. Everyone, young or old, should have an annual wellness check, and chances are your insurance plan will cover it. Call to schedule your annual wellness checkup today.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
So we move on to quarter number 2 here tonight with Preston leading 9-7. Coming up, if we're looking for a movie to go see for the holiday, Moana 2 from Disney coming to the Worm Creek Theater. For tickets, showtimes, check their website at wormcreek.org. Preston has the ball to start the second quarter as Dottie Keller back into the game, tries to drive the baseline, bounce pass inside, comes to Nelson. Back out top of the key, Whiteley. Back to Keller on the left side, drives the baseline, but she stepped out of bounds. She tried to drive the baseline and got caught up in traffic a little bit and stepped on the baseline. So a turnover, comes back over to the Rams. Bell back up into the front court. Down the left side, pulls up, doesn't shoot. Back out top, it comes there to Anderson. Give it back to Bell. Entry pass back to Anderson, knocked away. Here comes the Indians again back the other way as it's Wakely. Pulls up for a jumper and hits it. It's a 2-pointer for Taylor, her first 2 points of the game. Preston up now 11-7 here in the first half. As down here at the other end, the Rams able to get a bucket of their own. So it's 11-10 on the 3-point shot. And a foul as the Indians get the ball back up into the front court, and I believe that's going to go against Daisy Agato, and it is, and it's her first. So first foul against the Rams, as Carissa Whiteley will come out of the game. As I believe it was Addie Romney to come back in after sitting out after the quarter break. They get it into Harris. Top of the key, looks down the right side. Wants to shoot. Instead, she'll bounce it down low to Nelson. Puts it up and in, and a foul. So Ellie got fouled, trying to go up and off the glass successfully. It's 13-10, and Ellie's going back to the free throw line. Foul against Reeves Ward, also her first. It's 2 team fouls now against the Rams, and Ellie Nelson's having a good night shooting from the free throw line. She's made another and has 6 in the game here in the first half. That's knocked away off the fingertips of Wakely and stays with the Rams right in front of the Preston bench. 6:36 remaining here in the first half. 14-10 Preston on the Flying S Highland Escrow scoreboard as the second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Yardmaster. Ward looks down the right side, comes back out top, back to Agato. Doesn't shoot in the right corner. Now lob it down inside, deflected away, but the deflection comes right to Anderson standing in the paint, and she has an easy deuce. Makes it 14-12 as Preston still leads by 2. On the Flying S Highland Escrow scoreboard, Keller down low, comes to Nelson. That won't go down as it just rolls off. Again, here comes the Rams again back the other way, knocked away, kicked forward, but they're going to say it was off last touch by a member of Preston, and it'll stay with Highland underneath their own basket in the front court. 5:58 to play here in quarter number 2. Agato to bring it in. Lobs it in outside as it comes to Ward. She has to go up and get it. Ward gives it off to Yaudry. Now bounce it down low, and the pass inside to try to go back to Agato. The pass was errant and went out of bounds, and a turnover, and the ball again will go back to the Indians with 5:50 to play here in the first half. Wakely gets the inbounds pass from Romney, drives it up the floor, and again knocked away as no one came to help the ball, and Wakely tried to drive it all the way to the basket, and it was knocked away. Back up in the front court, Yardry has it for the Rams. Little drop-off pass goes to Homer. Her shot was an air ball, rebounded underneath again by a teammate as it's picked up by Agato. Tries to get it back outside, does. Yadri gives it back to Agato, drives down the middle. That's no good. Nelson has the rebound there for the Indians. She'll give it off to Romney. Romney will push the ball back up into the front court for the Indians as she gets again across the timeline. As Keller comes to meet the pass, wants to drive right, gets tripped up as it was Anderson who stuck a knee out. No call on the play as the Indians lose the ball as it comes back to Ward. Down the middle, little jumper in the lane is good by Ward. Ward has her first 2 points of the game, and we're even at 14. Almost halfway through quarter number 2 with 4:40 to play. Wakely slows it down a little bit. Now gives it off over on the left side. Free throw line extended to Harris. Try to bounce it inside. The ball skipped instead of coming up as Nelson wasn't able to go down far enough to get it. As taken away again by Highland. They come back the other way. They can get the lead here with a hoop. Outside, Agato holds it there. Drives. Gets cut off. She'll shoot from along the baseline instead. And her 15-footer is no good. Taken away by Romney. Romney comes back the other way. Give it off in the right corner to Harris. She gets cut off there as well. Try to get it down low. Down low to Nelson. And there's Ellie with another easy layup. And a timeout called by the Highland Rams as the Indians take the lead again, as it's now 16-14. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one here as well right after this message from Yardmasters on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
So the Indians on top, 16-14. As tonight's game brought to you by Cache Valley Bank, where your life, your needs, and your business all come first, with locations throughout southern Idaho and throughout Utah as well. They're here to serve you, Cache Valley Bank. Indians show press for the first time in the game, but they back out of it rather quickly as the Rams get the ball up into the front court. In the near corner right in front of us, it comes to Yardley. Swing it over on the right side. Taken there as it comes to Haley George. George back out top to Yardley again. Stops, looks at the three-pointer. That's no good. Rebound is off. Harris tried to fight her way through a couple of players and tap the rebound forward as it comes to Romney up into the front court. Romney gets it back to Brightly at the top of the key. Harris looks down the left side. Instead, will give it to Mackley White, who's back into the game. Back to Romney. She again comes across the top of the key. Drives down the left side and lost it, but it'll be a call to held ball. And once again, it'll stay with the Indians. 3:23 to play here in quarter number 2. Preston leading 16-14 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. As Ellie Romney comes back in, Dottie Keller will head to the bench to get a break with 3:20 to play here in the first half. As here is Yardley, hands it off, back out top to Bell. Bell goes over on the right side, down into the low post, trying to turn. Nope, but she traveled. They tried to get it inside to Harper Merrill, and as she was trying to turn, she did so by moving her feet, and you can't do that. So it'll be a traveling violation, another turnover against the Rams, and the ball again will come back to the Indians under full-court pressure. As it'll be Romney to get it back up into the front court. Romney calls out the play as she crosses over the timeline, comes to Mackley White in the right corner, bounce it down low to Marlowe. Marlowe puts it up. That's no good. Rebound down low as Knapp has it blocked on the way up. As the Rams able to run and get it as it comes to Ward back up into the front court. Ward gives it off in the corner to Yardley for 3. That's an air ball too long. Chasing it down over in the right corner, it was George, but George has her pass intercepted as it comes back to the Indians. Back to Harris, back up into the front court. Under 2.5 to play. Down low, it's White for the easy layup. Mackley's got 5, and Preston leads 18-14. They hold it, get it down low, down on the block, back to Merrill, tries to turn, and this time she'll be fouled by an Indian player. As it'll be the first foul of the quarter against the Indians, and the foul is going to go against Brightly Harris, and that's going to be 2 on Brightly in the game. Like we mentioned, just 1 team foul against the Indians here in the quarter. Highland has 2. As they get it back in, as they flip it out near the timeline, back to Merrill. Merrill hands it off to Anderson, driving. As she tried to turn, instead she dribbled it off her knee and it went out of bounds. And again, the ball will come back to the Indians with 1:59 to play here in quarter number 2, and a timeout called on the floor. So 1:59 left. Preston leads by 4, 18-14. 30-second timeout. We're back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
So the ball belonged to the Indians after the timeout. Baseline backcourt. 4-point lead, 18-14 on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard with 1:57 to play as they get it back in as the pass is deflected and take it away. Bell has it, gets it forward to Anderson down low. She goes up, no good, but she's fouled. This is going to go against Mackley White, I believe, who charged down there quickly to try to stop the shot attempt, and it will be against Mackley, and it'll be her second of the game so far. 2 team fouls apiece now here in the second quarter, as the first free throw put up by Anderson is no good, or by George rather, is no good. So 18-14, 1:49 to play here in quarter number 2. George back to the free throw line. She missed them both as the rebound is off, taken there, put back up and in, as it was Maya Jepson with her first 2 points of the game. makes it a 2-point game again, as Preston again gets it up into the front court under full court pressure. And down low, the Indians able to hit a basket down low, and it's 20-16. Driving, it's Bell. That was no good. Preston thought they had saved it, but Marlowe was laying on the baseline when she tried to throw it back onto the court. So it belongs to the Rams underneath their own basket in the front 47 feet. As they lob it in, comes to Anderson, top of the key, drives, kicks it off in the corner. Back to Jepson again for three is good. Maya Jepson comes in with 5 quick points. As again, the Rams able to take it away, and they'll come back again the other direction in a 1-point game. 20-19. Rams, Indians still leading by 1. As it comes to Bell, she holds it on the right side. Town now takes it up top. Now wants to drive, splits the defense, and gets shouldered there by Wakely, and a foul on Taylor. As that'll be Wakely's first of the game, and foul number 3 on the Indians here in the second quarter. 50 seconds left now in a 1-point game. 20-19, Preston still up by 1 on the Flying S Highland Escrow scoreboard, as Bell will bring it in from underneath her own hoop. She gets it in, lobs it way out top as it comes there to Anderson. Anderson's shot needs a bounce, won't get it. Harris with a good rebound down low with good position. Up into the front court, it comes to Keller. Keller hits the trailer. That is Knapp who hits the 14-footer from straight away. So Preston increases the lead. It's now 22-19 with 30 seconds left. Shot clock is still on, but they're almost identical, so they can run it all the way down to basically nothing. As up top, taken there, Anderson drives along the edge of the key, hands it off as it comes back to Ward. Her about 8-foot jumper is good. Ward now with 4 points here in the first half, makes it a 1-point game again at 22-21. Preston has it down low, but they lose it out of bounds with 0.2 of a second left. So there's nothing that the Rams will be able to do with it other than just throw it in bounds, and the clock will run out as they can't. Neither team can shoot with that little amount of time, as the shot put up, it was after the buzzer, and it'll still fall well short anyway, as the Indians will go off with a 1-point lead here at the halftime break, as Preston leads by the score of 22-21. We invite you to stay with us. We'll come back after this timeout. We'll have the Puppy Steps Training Halftime Report. We'll have all that for you as we continue right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
You understand the importance of maintenance for your car, like a yearly tune-up. So it makes sense to give your body an annual health tune-up too by scheduling a yearly wellness visit at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston. Our physicians help with preventative care and can spot health issues before they become serious. And there's a good chance your health insurance will cover the cost. Why wait? Schedule your family's wellness visits today.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
And welcome back. We are at halftime as this is the Puppy Steps halftime report as Preston leading by a point at the break, 22-21. I guess you're having trouble when the biggest stat in the first half is held balls and alternating possession rule timeouts or a ball out of bounds. That's the way the first half went, as there was at least 7 of those between the two teams. But Preston fell behind by a point early, able to come back and grab a lead, and then led pretty much all of the rest of the second half as they were able to hold that 1-point lead going into the break. It's 22-21 for the Indians as they look to get back on the winning side, headed back into the Thanksgiving break as they lead by 1 here at halftime. This is the Puppy Steps halftime report. As we will take a timeout, we'll come back and we'll look at the halftime stats. We'll do that as we continue right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When you're hungry for a delicious burger, roast beef sandwich, and an ice-cold soda, stop at Papa J's Deli in Clifton, Idaho. You'll get an amazing meal at an affordable price, and you'll enjoy great conversation. Papa J's is famous for the best beef jerky, but you'll also find a delicious menu, a friendly staff, great snacks, and good friends at Papa J's Deli. Stop in today to satisfy your hunger. Papa J's, 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
All right, welcome back. We're at halftime Preston leading by a 1-point advantage as it's 22-21, and time to take a look at the first half stats for tonight's game. Stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today at 208-852-2364. For the Lady Rams out of Highland, it was Reese Ward who had 4 in the first half. DeVree Bell had 3. Grace Anderson had 2. Haley George had 2. Nora Wild had 2. And Maya Jepson came in, and in the space of about 30 seconds, she racked up 5 quick points for the Rams, who have 21 in the first half. For the Indians, it was Mackley White with 5. Macy Knapp with 2 in the first half. Taylor Wakely also had 2. Dottie Keller did not score. Ella Marlowe did not score. Addie Romney had 4 in the first half. And it was Ellie Nelson leading all scorers in the game with 8 points in the first half, and that matches her season high so far on the year. 22-21, Preston leads. Back with this second half coming up right after this timeout on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
When you think of outdoor adventure, you might think of snow machines, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or even cutting wood or taking care of the lawn. No matter what your definition of outdoor adventure is, always remember Ultimate Power Sports. We carry brand names like Polaris, Can-Am, Yamaha, Skidoo, Stihl, and Toro. Offering sales and service, your fun really does begin at Ultimate Power Sports. With multiple in-store financing options, we can help you have outdoor adventures right now. Stop in today, Ultimate Power Sports in Logan and Preston.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds Daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston! KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, welcome back here as we go to quarter number 3 here tonight. Preston leading 22-21. Tonight's game brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building fine homes in the throughout the area. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. As the Indians now go from right to left across your radio dial here in the second half. As the ball out of bounds right in front of the Preston bench will stay with the Lady Indians, and Harris will bring it in. So Preston leads by a point. She gets it in as it comes into Romney. Romney back across the top of the key, holds it there. Over onto the right side to Wakely, free throw line extended. Now down low to Nelson. Nice play by Nelson, able to corral it and go back up off the glass and in. As Preston extends their lead back out to 3 again at 24-21, and Nelson's got double figures tonight with 10 points as the shot down the other end is no good. Pulled down there by Keller, quickly gets it off to Wakely, lays it off to Harris. 8-foot jumper is good again. Brightly's got her first 2 points of the game, and it's 26-21 as Preston comes out and makes four quick points and a holding foul. Nope, she stepped out of bounds. That being Agato, I thought they were going to say that Keller was holding her, but the official said nope, that she had stepped on the sidelines instead. So 26-21 Indians on the Flying S Tideland Escrow scoreboard. In the backcourt, it comes there to Romney. She's double-teamed, gets it up into the front court to Harris, and Harris is immediately fouled as Bell came over trying to intercept the pass and gave her a pretty good knock. That's the first foul against DeVree Bell tonight. And first in the quarter for either side. as Romney gets it back up into the front court. Just a minute gone here in quarter number 3. Romney down low, has the shot come back off her hands, right back to her. Gets it to Wakely down along the baseline. Taylor tries to throw it out of trouble and had her pass intercepted by Anderson, as Andersons will give it off to Agato. Quickly up the floor. Agato throws it deep and throws it into her team bench, and the ball will come back to the Indians again on another turnover here by the Lady Rams. So the Rams have had their issues with turnovers. Indians have not been completely guiltless either, as Harris has it back up into the front court, top of the key. Bounces it through Agato's legs as it comes down low. Nelson has it again down on the blocks, puts it back up a little too strong as Dottie Keller tried to tap it and tapped it out of bounds. So the ball will come back over again to the Rams under full court pressure. They get it in, snap it up into the front court, taken there by Homer. Homer pinned up against the sideline, and then good defense by the Indians, knock it out of bounds. It'll stay with Highland, however, as Agato will get it back in. Agato gives it off as it comes to Bell. Her jumper from inside the paint, that's no good. One shot trip as here comes Keller. Rami again back the other way for the Indians. She had it knocked away from behind. It'll stay with Preston as they'll have it underneath their own basket with 5:58 remaining here in the third. 26-21, Preston up by 5 as it comes in again to Wakely. Wakely back to Romney. Wants to drive. Good pass down low to Nelson. They're trying to hold her from turning to the bucket, but not able to. Ellie's got 2 more. She's got a dozen. And it's 28-21. Preston with their biggest lead of the game at 7. Again, here come the Indians. Back to Wakely. Wants to drive. Kick it back to Harris. Driving. She walks around her defender, but then was fouled. They're going to call the holding foul on Ward, and that'll be her second. So 2 team fouls now for for Highland, I should say, here in the quarter as well. 28-21, Preston leads, 5:34 to play. Inbound comes to Romney, free throw line extended left as she retreats back to the top of the key to set up the offense. Nelson comes out, sets a screen at the high post. Romney will drive off the glass and in. Addie's got 6, and another timeout called here by the Lady Rams, as Preston has outscored them 8-0 in the quarter. Quarter number 3 brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Back after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Yardmaster. Yardmaster, they'll give you the lawn of your dreams, and it all comes with a 100% guarantee. Call Yardmaster Services at 435-755-6827 for your free quote. 30-21, Preston with an 8-0 run to open the third quarter on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard with 5:19 to play here in the quarter. As Highland will have the ball back here in their backcourt, and Preston will show press here in the backcourt to keep Highland from bringing it up the floor so easily, as Ward will bring it in. She has to hold. Foul finally gets it into Anderson in the middle. Back to Ward. Ward lost it as it comes back to Wakely. Taylor's got an easy layup and lay it in. 10-0 run for the Indians. 32-21, Preston on top. As once again, here's Bell. Bell lost it. Harris picks it up as it comes to Knapp. Thought about throwing it the length of the floor, but better off gives it to Keller. Comes back to Wakely as she gets it back across the timeline. Preston up by 11 on a 10-0 run to open quarter number 3. Comes to Harris. Free throw line extended left. Harris's pass is deflected as the ball is deflected away by Bell. As the foul is going to be on Harris, and I think a technical is going to come on Harris here as well. Yes, indeed. So for Briley, the personal foul, and then the technical foul is also a personal foul, so she has 4 fouls now in the game. As they get her off the floor, she comes over and sits down, obviously upset as she sits down, and we're going to shoot the technicals first, I believe, as this will be J.C. Homer, who was scoreless in the first half, to shoot the free throws, and the first one is no good. As she'll shoot the second. That one does roll in as she has her first points of the game. That breaks the string of points by the Indians and makes it 32-22. So the ball, because of the technical foul, will stay with Highland in the front court after the made basket as they get it into Agato, back into the back court. Gets it back into the front court. Wants to drive left, loses it. Able to chase it down, work it back in the corner now. Out top, it comes to Anderson, back to Bell on the right side. Wants to drive, throws it up toward the basket, and gets the soft little shooter's roll, and it goes in. She has 5 in the game. 32-24 as they cut the lead down to 8. Mackley White has it in the left corner for the Indians. Back out top as it comes to Keller. I should say make that Romney. Now to Knapp back into the game. Driving, Wakely has it partially blocked. Knapp has it blocked after the rebound. Ball taken away by the Rams. Here comes Bell again back the other way. Bell into the front court. 3:45 to play here in the third. Gives it off to Agato. Into the right corner. Held there. Now back out top as it comes back to Bell again. Bell sweeps it down low, but Knapp steps in front of it and intercepts the pass. Good bounce pass as they get it to Keller down underneath the basket, lays it off to White off the glass. No. Knapp tries to go back up and she's fouled. Third team foul of the quarter against the Rams, as the foul is going to go here against J.C. Homer, and that'll be her second. And Macy Knapp is going to go to the free throw line, and the first free throw is good. So Knapp with her third point of the game in tonight's game, brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and Logan, now part of the Mountain West Auto Group. 33-24. And Knapp misses the second, but the rebound is off, taken there by Keller. Back outside, three-pointer put up by White, no good. Rebound comes off to Bell. Here comes Devry Bell quickly back up into the front court for Highland. She stumbles, and they're going to call a foul against White, even though Bell just kind of lost her balance instead. But the foul's going to go against Taylor, and that'll be her second and third of the quarter against the Indians, as each team now has 3 team fouls. Agato looks down the left side, can't go there. Instead, she'll give it back to Bell, top of the key. She wants to go right, spinning along the baseline, put it up and in. Nice shot by Bell. She's got 7, and the lead down to 33-26. As Preston again will get the ball back up in the front court, as Romney comes up in the front court, being bumped the whole way by Agato. And they give it to Mackley White. She lost it out of bounds in front of the Preston bench. And the ball again will come back over to Highland. So the Rams will get it back up into the front court, as Agato will bring it across the timeline. Gives it to Ward in the right corner, tries to drive the baseline. Her bounce pass is intercepted by Knapp as they get it off to Romney, and she has it poked away from behind and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indians with 2.5 to play here in quarter number 3. Third quarter brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Go by and see where you'll be treated like a friend at 17 South State Street in Preston. Here comes Wakely. Kind of gives a little bit of a shoulder, gives it back off to Knapp. Her 14-foot jumper is no good. as Agato has it quickly back up into the front 47 feet here for the Rams. Back outside. They hold it there as George has it. Lob it down onto the block, and it's taken away as they get it down low to Merrill. And then stepping inside to take the ball away was Romney, and then Romney held by Merrill. So Harper Merrill with her first foul. That's 4 on the Rams here in the quarter with 2:04 to play. As the Indians again get it in under full court pressure. They get it up in the front court to Mackley White, driving, lays it off to Knapp, put it up and in. Nice shot by Macy. She's got 5. That's a season high for her, and it's 35-26. Back out to a 9-point lead again. In the backcourt, Indians apply pressure as it comes up to get it to Ward, and as Ward received the pass, Ella Marlowe was there and got called for a bump as she'll draw her second foul of the game. 4 apiece now on each team, as Ellie Nelson will come back with 12 points as she replaces Macy Knapp, who goes back to the bench. 1:35 to play. 35-26, Preston leading on the Flying S Highland Escrow scoreboard. Ward on the left side, drives it back up top, gives it back to Bell. Bell driving down the left side. She shoots as she gets to the baseline. That's no good. Rebound was off down low to Marlowe. Quickly, here comes Romney back up into the front court. Get it off to White, back over here on the left side, right in front of the Preston bench. Now back to Romney again. 1:09 to play in the quarter. Trying to drive. White left the spot. They get it to her anyway. Her three-pointer is no good. In fact, it was an air ball as it bounced off of the hands of Nelson and picked up again by Ward. Back up into the front court here for the Rams as we're inside a minute to play. 50 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Agato looks at a 3. Good. Nope, they're going to call it a 2. They're going to give Agato 2. So it's 35-28. Shot clock is still on with 36 seconds to play in the quarter. And as the ball comes up into the front court, Preston lost it, and they try to dive on the floor to get it, as it'll be a foul as Harper Merrill was fouled, and that's going to be the 15th foul of the quarter for the Indians, and that's going to mean free throws as the foul goes against Mackley White, and that's going to be her 3rd. So 2 shots here, as it will be Harper Merrill going to the line looking for her first points of the game, and the first one is no good. Tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. With the freshest meat and produce you'll find in Preston and throughout the Cache Valley, Stokes Market on State Street in Preston. Second free throw put up, no good. Merrill missed them both, and it stays a 7-point lead for the Indians with 30 seconds left. Again, shot clock is on, almost identical. Nice pass down low to White for the layup. Mackley's got 7, and it's 37-28. Preston leads. Outside, three-pointer put up by Bell, no good. Rebound is off, taken there as White jumps high for the rebound. She's tackled basically as they tie up the ball down in the Highland offensive end of the court. And they call it a held ball, and it's going to stay with the Lady Rams underneath their own basket with 9 seconds left in the quarter. What can they do with it? They get it into Bell. Bell holding. Free throw line extended right. Wants to drive as she runs into Carissa Whiteley, and Whiteley's going to draw a foul. It'll be a blocking foul on Carissa, her first. Teams, they're already over the maximum anyway. So with 5 seconds left in the quarter, it'll be Devery Bell to go back to the free throw line, and she will shoot 2 here again. First one goes in and rolls out, no good. Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care that you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. So Bell back to the free throw line. She has 7 points in the game. She misses them both, as that's 4 missed free throws in a row here in the last couple of trips down the floor, as the rebound on the missed free throw was knocked out of bounds by Merrill. It'll come back to the Indians with 4.5 seconds to play here in the quarter. Nope, now they're going to say it was off Preston, and they're going to give it back to Highland again. 4.3 left in the quarter. Agato gets it in, throws it into Ward, looks at a long three at the end of the quarter. That's no good as the rebound's off to White. And that's the way the quarter will end as Preston leads after three, 37-28. So Preston will take a 9-point lead into the fourth quarter, see if they can hold it as we go to quarter number 4. Take a timeout, back with the fourth quarter right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston! Hi, I am Dr. Chelsea Morrison, the Primary Care Medical Director at Franklin County Medical Center. I'm here to tell you that one of the most important things you should do each year is see your doctor. A yearly checkup is a small way to prevent large health problems from happening. It is also an opportunity to get support for you and your family's health goals. Everyone, young or old, should have an annual wellness check, and chances are your insurance plan will cover it. Call to schedule your annual wellness checkup today.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
All right, we start the fourth here tonight with Preston leading. They have the ball to start the quarter as it comes to White over on the right side as she has it punched away and it goes out of bounds. Here to start quarter number 4, 37-28. Preston leads by 9 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. White leaves as Addie Romney comes back into the game. Romney gets it into Wakely, top of the key. Keller will come to meet the ball as she outruns Anderson. Now turns and drives down the left side, goes up, and they're going to say it was touched by Anderson. Then Preston will keep possession of the ball underneath their own basket in the front court. Bell's turning and asking the official, what did that signal mean? As it means, well, now they're going to call it a foul. So the foul is going to go on Anderson. That'll be her first. And Dottie Keller will go to the free throw line here for the Indians. The first shot is short. Tonight's game brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. With offices in Preston and Grace, they're here to give you the smile that you'll always be proud of. Canyon Creek Dental. As the second one is good. And Preston opens the lead back up to 10 points again as it's 38-28. As Keller makes the second of 2 free throws. As they steal the ball, they get it down low, and it's Wakely who blows the layup. And then it's Highland who grabs the rebound, and a foul on Romney trying to wrestle it away from her. As that free throw by Keller a moment ago was her first point of the game, and the foul on Romney also her first. So each team with 1 foul here early on in the fourth quarter. As driving, throws it to Anderson. Back out top as it comes there. It's Bell driving and a foul before the shot. So it'll be baseline front court for the Lady Rams as they're going to call the holding foul on Wakely, and that's going to be her third. So the Rams will get it back in, down low. Kick it back again to Agato as she tries to drive baseline, and like what the Indians did earlier in the game when Keller tried to do that, is Agato steps out of bounds as well. So the turnover, again, the ball will come back over to the Indians as they get it into Wakely. Wakely gives it back to Romney, who will get met by the defensive pressure as she crosses the timeline. Preston leads by 10, 38-28. Minute gone here in quarter number 4. Keller down low. Gets it to Whiteley, saves it back out on the court as she lost it momentarily, but able to keep it alive. Back outside, Romney driving, drives into a crowd. She's triple teamed, but they say that she traveled. So she tried to stop, and she did that. Agato poked the ball away, and they say that she traveled before that happened. So they get it back in, back to Bell, driving the length of the floor, put it up, no good. Rebound back down low, put up again by Anderson. That's no good. Agato shot, a third try, again no good. And the ball's out of bounds. It'll come to the Indians. 3 tries from in the paint from the Lady Rams. None of them would go down. And Preston able to get knock the ball out of bounds and gets it in return. So Wakely will get it back up into the front court. Minute and a half gone here in the fourth. As it comes out top, Keller back to Nelson. 13-foot jumper, no. As the rebound comes off to Agato. She'll push it back up into the front court in a hurry. She comes up 1-on-2. As get it back outside, back to Ward. Back at the top to Anderson again. Kick it back outside. Left side for 3. And that's Bell to drain the three-pointer. She's got 10 as Highland gets a little bit closer as it's 38-31. It's a 7-point game on the Flying S Thailand escrow scoreboard as the pass knocked out of bounds by Agato as they tried to get it up in the front court to Carissa Whiteley. So it'll belong to the Indians. And let's see what we got here. We get as trying to decide if it was a 2 or a 3 on that shot by Bell. And they come over and they ask, and it was definitely a 3 as the Preston players on the floor admit to it. Good sports that they are. As the ball comes to Whiteley, and she's fouled as she tried to give the pass away. Foul's going to go on Agato. That's her second. 2 team fouls now on each side here in quarter number 4. 5:47 left. The fourth quarter brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now hold on. Referees stop the play right as the ball comes in. Nope, and now we're ready to go. As Brooke Ward had come over and say something to the folks over at the scorer's table. So they get it back into Romney. Romney will give it off to Wakely, back down low as it's Nelson. Put it up and in. Nelson's got 14 for a new season high, and Preston leads 40-31. So they've reached 40 or more in every game so far this year. As back down low, it comes to Anderson, tries to drive. She lost it. She fell out of bounds, and the ball bounced off her. And again, it'll come back to the Indians. 40-31 on the Flying S Thailand escrow scoreboard as Preston leads by 9. That's pretty much been the story since they went on that 2-0 run to start the third quarter. Here comes Romney back up in the front court. Give it back to Keller. Dottie will look at a 3. Needs a bounce. Won't get it. There's Wakely with the rebound. Give it back down low as it comes to Whiteley. Tries to turn, but they say she traveled. She took a one-bounce dribble, but then still tried to slide her feet some more. And in doing so, traveled. 5:06 to play. Preston wants a timeout. 40-31 on the Flying S Thailand escrow scoreboard. This timeout brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky. You'll find them over in Clifton. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you're hungry for a delicious burger, roast beef sandwich, and an ice-cold soda, stop at Papa J's Deli in Clifton, Idaho. You'll get an amazing meal at an affordable price, and you'll enjoy great conversation. Papa J's is famous for the best beef jerky, but you'll also find a delicious menu, a friendly staff, great snacks, and good friends at Papa J's Deli. Stop in today to satisfy your hunger. Papa J's, 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Tonight's game brought to you by Elisa Benson from North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. When it's time to put your property or real estate up for sale, or if you're looking to buy some as well, the name you can trust is Elisa Benson. You'll find her at North Realty, Idaho, or at North Realty, Utah. 5:06 to play here in quarter number 4. 40-31. Preston leading by 9. As ball will belong to the Rams baseline backcourt here to bring the ball back into play after the timeout called by the Indians. Each team still with 3 timeouts remaining in the game as well. As the ball comes in to Bell. Bell gets cut off under full court pressure. Now she gets it up in the front court, knocked away from behind by Keller. Keller gets it ahead to Romney, and she is stripped as she goes up. And Bell just throws her hands out as if to say, "Are you kidding me?" But the foul is called, and it's a shooting foul, so Addie Romney's going to go to the free throw line with 4:56 left to play. 40-31. The first one by Romney is good. Addie's got 7 in the game now. Tonight's game brought to you by Flying S Tile and Escrow. When you need a tile company, choose the one that's been serving its customers for over 119 years. As the second one by Romney is no good. 41-31. Preston's lead is 10. Under 5 minutes to play now. 4:45 to be exact. As they bounce the ball inside to Anderson. Kick it back outside. Driving is Homer. Homer tries to dribble through a crowd, taken away. Here come the Indians 3-on-2, and they have it knocked away from behind as well. Nice defensive play by the Lady Rams. It'll stay with the Indians, however. As Alexis Yadri leaves, goes back over to the bench. Three-pointer by Keller, no good. Long rebound comes to the Indians. However, Romney dropped it out of bounds. It'll go back over to Highland with 4:27 left. As Brightly Harris comes in. She has 4 fouls. Remember, she had that technical foul in the third quarter that cost her an extra personal. As Bell brings it back up into the front court. Gets it off to Ward. Ward holds it out near the timeline. Now puts it to the dribble. Goes around Wakely. Tries to go down the middle. She does successfully, but the shot is no good. As grabbing the rebound and falling out of bounds is Romney for the Indians. And the ball will stay, it looks like, with the Highland Lady Rams in the front court. As Ellie Nelson will come back off the floor. As it is Macy Knapp to come back in the middle for the Indians. Fine game tonight by Nelson. She has 14. That's a new season high for her. As the ball poked away, Harris has it. Harris gets it ahead to Wakely. Wakely to Romney in the left corner. Wants to dribble out of the corner. Can't. Gets it back out top. Back to Harris. Looks at a 3. No good. Air ball as she's been sitting all that time. And that shot was just a little short. So it goes out of bounds with 3:49 to play. Preston up 10. As we play here in the fourth quarter, and the pass is intercepted by Harris. She'll pull up for a 15-footer this time. That's no good. Rebound to Wakely. Back to Harris. Down low, high off the glass, no good. Again poked away by Wakely. Again back to Harris. And the third try, Brightly gets it to go in. 43-31, Preston's lead is a dozen. 3:25 to play as Bell kicks it off in the left corner. Taken away again by Brightly. Harris quickly up the floor. Gives it back to Wakely. It will return the favor, but a foul, and Taylor will go to the line to shoot 2. As the foul is going to go against Reese Ward. The foul from behind, I believe. But Wakely's going to go to the free throw line. Nope, they called it on Daisy Agato. That'll be her third. 14 fouls now on the Lady Rams as they are out of fouls. So here is Wakely at the free throw line, and she makes the first one. 44-31 on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard as Wakely will shoot another one. She makes them both. 45-31 and a whistle, and looks like we got a timeout. So Preston up 45-31 with 3:15 to play here in the fourth. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout that we'll take as well. Back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So the ball belongs to the Lady Rams out of the timeout. 3:10 to play here in the fourth. Preston leads by 14. Up in the front court, it comes to Anderson. Back down low to the cutting Bell for the layup. Bell has a dozen as they'll go full court press again to try to keep the Indians from getting the ball up into the front 47 feet. 45-33, Preston leads, and the ball poked out of bounds, but it's last touch by Wakely. Preston get a little fast and loose with the basketball here now. Let's see if the Lady Rams can take advantage of it again. It's quickly back up in the front court. Anderson gives it off as it ends up in the hands of Bell again. Bell crosses over with Ward, looks down the right side, and a pushing foul from behind. Is that's going to be on Marlowe? Yes, it is. Ella Marlowe called for her third foul. That's 3 on the team now. As Marlowe will come out, as Addie Romney will come back in. So one more foul for the Indians to give. However, the Lady Rams are out of fouls as they try to spin it away and they lose the ball. Picked up there by the Indians as it's taken there by Keller. Up in the front court it comes to Wakely. Back out top, back to Romney. She holds it there with 2:20 to play. Romney wants to drive. Looks, gives it off on the left side, back to Keller. Dribbles it back across the top of the key, back to Romney. Drive down the left side of the lane. Nice little spin move. Layup no good. Knapp puts it back up and gets it to go in. Macy's got 7, and it's 47-33. The lead is 14 again. 2 minutes to play as the shot down low is no good. Off the hands of Keller. Picked back up as they kick it back outside to Anderson. It goes over into the left corner. Dribble out of the corner. Back out top to Ward. Looks at a 3. That's no good. Long bounce picked up there by Romney, who finds herself in traffic, but able to dribble out of it. Gets it up into the front court. Romney wants to drive. Goes into the screen set there by Knapp. Still driving off the glass. She's fouled and will go back to the free throw line again. Foul's going to go on Grace Anderson. That'll be her second. And the Lady Rams now out of fouls as they have 5 here in the quarter. First shot by Romney is no good. Tonight's game brought to you by Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com. WattSmart provides rebates and to residential customers, I should say, for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Find out more at WattSmartHomes.com today. Romney misses both free throws, but we've got a lane violation against the Indians, and Mackley White will come back in as Romney will go back to the bench. Minute and a half to play. 47-33, Preston leading by 14. Lady Rams get it up in the front court. Comes to Agato. Agato wants to drive. Too strong off the glass, and the rebound's off to the Indians, taken by Keller, and a foul in the backcourt. Nope, they're going to say Keller traveled. So no foul, just another turnover against the Indians. 1:14 to play. As the pass comes in deep to Bell, has it top of the key. Little shimmy shake, give it over on the left side as it comes there to George. Kicks it back out to Bell, and back at the top of the key once again as you back into three-point land. Agato lobs it down low. Her pass is intercepted. She tried to get it down low to Homer. As the Indians able to get it back, no shots on that trip by the Highlanders as we go for the Highland Rams, I should say, as there's just 45 seconds left to go in the game now. White has it up in the front court, wants to drive, and she's fouled as it'll be a reach-in here against George, and Mackley White's going to go back to the free throw line here for the Indians. She'll shoot 2 with 41 seconds left. Mackley with 7 points in the game can make it 8 and try to extend the lead here with 41 seconds left, as the first one is good indeed. So Mackley's got 8 in the game and it's 48-33. 2 points off their season high as far as points in a game. White makes them both, and it's 49-33. So White now with 9 points in the game as the ball comes back to Bell with 32 seconds left. Bell flips it back over her head, back to Homer. Her shot's no good, and it's Harris with the rebound. Shot clock is off. Coach User just holds his hands up as just to say, just run the clock. But instead, Harris wasn't looking, and she wants to drive and gets fouled. So Brightly's going to go to the free throw line with 18 seconds left. Preston's lead is 16, and she can, if she makes them both, she'll give Preston a new season high as far as points in a game for the team. Brightly with 4. She misses that one, and tonight's game brought to you by Ready Support Services. If you're interested in joining their team, look them up at ReadyUSA.com. We are ready. Second one by Harris is short. She missed them both. The rebound's off to Bell with 16 seconds left. Stumbles as she comes across the timeline and falls down, and Preston able to pick up the ball. And again, Harris just has to get the ball up into the front court, and then they can just run the clock out as she'll stand free throw line extended right. Give it back out top, and that's exactly what they do. Let the clock run out as Preston goes to 3-1 as they win this game by 16 here tonight. Final score 49-33. Preston's now 3-1, and the Lady Rams from Highland fall to 2-2 on the year. We invite you to stay with us. The post-game show coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Tonight's game was brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services, we are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Stop in downtown Preston where you will be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. Now stay tuned, the Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming right up. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837.
So the Indians able to win it tonight by the final score of 49-33, the final score here tonight, as the Indians able to improve their record now overall on the season to 3-1. The Rams go to 2-2 on the year, as this is the Ralph's Construction postgame show, building fine custom homes throughout the area. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. So Preston, with the win tonight, has now beaten the Lady Rams 3 straight times and now hold a 6-4 advantage in the series after the last 10 games played head-to-head against Highland. So the Preston Lady Indians have had a pretty good time against the Rams as they pick up the victory here tonight, thanks to a 10-0 run to open the third quarter, and Highland never really did get back into the game after that. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at the final numbers for tonight's game. We'll do all that as we continue right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
Make the best deal you can. When it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She is helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chelsea Morrison, the Primary Care Medical Director at Franklin County Medical Center. I'm here to tell you that one of the most important things you should do each year is see your doctor. A yearly checkup is a small way to prevent large health problems from happening. It is also an opportunity to get support for you and your family's health goals. Everyone, young or old, should have an annual wellness check, and chances are your insurance plan will cover it. Call to schedule your annual wellness checkup today.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.